discussion about how to use Uber when you're in Orlando at the theme parks. Now, the first thing I'd like to shoot on is that when you're requesting a ride in Orlando in one of the theme parks, it's best to do it when you're at the pickup and drop off locations, which are the locations in the park, not the taxi stands, not the bus station, but they're actually a dedicated spot where guests could be dropped off and picked up by, let's say, just people that live in Florida or want to drop their kids off at the park for the day. There are these locations that are designated for this type of drop off and pickup. And that's the locations that you would have to go to if you wanted to be picked up at the theme parks. Now again, we're not taxis, we're not considered taxis, and we're not licensed like taxis. So you can't expect us to go to a taxi pickup line and have you and pick you up. It's just not going to happen. There's going to be a problem, and we just don't do that. Also, don't request a ride from inside of the parking lot. Now, there are a parking fee that these parks do charge to get in and park your vehicle there, so we're not going to pick up at a parking lot, or in the parking lots, I should say. Another thing that you can do, some parks, I really can't mention names, but some parks, other than the more popular parks, they do allow us to pick up in the areas where the cabs and the buses pick up. Those parks are probably located more by International Drive, so, or closer to Universal Boulevard. Now, what else do we have to hit on? When you're requesting a ride for these parks, it's best to request the ride when you're actually at the location for these drop-up, pick-up locations. Do not request a ride while you're in the middle of the park, because chances are we're going to be there already. The Uber drivers are going to be on site already, so there's no need to book one ahead of time. There's tons and tons of Uber drivers in Orlando. There would be no need or no necessity to book one when you're inside of the park, or on the tram car or whatever it may be. Request it when you're at the pickup and drop off location. You'll have a better chance of your driver actually waiting for you and making a complete pickup, a successful pickup. Otherwise, chances are your driver's going to wait around 5 to 10 minutes. You're not going to be there, and he's just going to go off, and that's that. You're going to have to request another one anyway, so kind of defeat the purpose of booking one early. At all the hotels now, in the earlier days of Uber, it was a problem to pick up at hotels, and other cab drivers and employees of the hotels would give us a problem. But now that's all finished and done with. There's no problems picking up at hotels. You can request a hotel, the driver goes to the gate and says he's picking up a passenger, and we're able to pick up. What other things should we shoot on? Another thing, if you see that the pin is, after you requested your ride, if the pin is dropped somewhere where you're not, like a block away or 2 blocks away, make adjustments to where the pin is dropped, because a lot of times the GPS on your phone thinks you're somewhere where you're not, or if you have the GPS setting on your phone set to also to locate you by Wi-Fi signal or by the 4G signal or data signal, chances are it will be closer to that Wi-Fi access point, and it will show either closer to the Wi-Fi access point or show closer to the cell tower that you're closer to. So, and it really won't get your location correctly. So what I suggest is know the address of the building you're requesting from, know the area on the map that you can move that pin to where you are. If the address is, if the address of the place where you are, if you request from that address and it shows on the map that you're not even standing there, move the pin. Move it over to where you are. Look on the map. Take the time to look on the map so your driver can make a successful pickup. Or else you're going to be frustrated when your driver is a block away and he calls you and you're nowhere to be found. So keep that in mind. The parks out in Orlando, very fun. Stay safe. If you're planning on drinking or doing any of that, make sure you call an Uber. And I'd like to take this time to give you my Uber promotional code, which if you're coming from out of the States or if you're coming to Orlando and it's your first time using Uber, your first time setting up an Uber account, if you use my promo code, you'll get $20 off. Now note that these prices change periodically, but right now, and it also depends on where you're coming from. Right now, the set rate is $20 off for your first Uber ride when you get here, or your first Uber ride, first time signing up ever, it'll take $20 off. And this amount will roll over into your next ride, until you finish. And pretty much you can use this, give this out to your friends when you come down here. Let them sign up with this code and you get $20 off. And the code is the letter L, A, B, number 1, letter V. V is in Victor. So it's L, A, B, 1V, and I'll also type this code in the description. Enjoy your stay here. Enjoy your time here. I'm sure you'll find that Uber is a lot more accessible and timely than the hotel transportation or the theme park transportation, which that is the biggest complaint that I have, is that it's very hard, or it takes about 30 minutes to wait for hotel transportation, theme park transportation just to pick you up. And another thing is, you will have a hard time getting from hotel to hotel. Like say half of your family staying in one hotel and another half is staying in another hotel. You'll have a very hard time with the park transportation to get from hotel to hotel, where Uber is just phenomenal service in Orlando. And your drivers have a lot of suggestions on the outside areas of the park and where you may want to visit while you're down here. So again, the code is LAB1V. Please write it down when you get here. Pop that in, sign up here. It's the safest and the best way to travel, I think, in Orlando. Thank you very much. Hope this works for you.